Hi everybody, my name is Joe. I'm the Keto Baron, and I'm here with a little bit more of an introduction, a little bit of background as to why I'm doing this and why I started this channel. 9 months ago, I found myself in a hospital with a leg infection, and I realized that I had to get serious about my health and start to control my type 2 diabetes. At the time, I was at a 12.9 for my A1C. Since then, I've lowered that to a 5.7 and going, as well as lost about 70 pounds off my body. And I'm here to share that story. When I began to tell friends and family about the progress that I was making with my metabolic health, the outpouring of support was absolutely overwhelming, as well as, which was surprising to me, the number of people that had questions, the number of people that were going through the same problems that I was having, and the number of people who were looking for some sort of guidance or inspiration or support in their own journey. So I figured I would start a YouTube channel. First, a couple important disclaimers. The first one is, for the first 46 and a half years of my life, I was literally the last person who would ever take health advice from, and I made absolutely no apologies for that. I lived as unhealthy as I could possibly live, and it didn't bother me. I thought that, I was made out of steel and I could do anything. But those events over the last about 9 months ago really opened my eyes. And in addition, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical expert or a medical professional in any way. What I'm trying to do is share my experiences with everybody here, so that they can find something that helps, that they can see these results, that when you go to your doctor, it can all be overwhelming. When you're reading on the internet, all that can be all overwhelming to try to figure out how to get a control on your metabolic health. And hopefully my results help inspire, motivate people. It gives them something as well to kind of do or to kind of try if they've tried all other things. I found a lot of the doctor's advice, a lot of nutritionist advice, it wasn't super helpful. It was vague at times. Um, Sometimes it made me feel guilty. It made me feel like a bad person because of what had happened. And through my research and and over the last 9 months and looking into it, I realized that it's probably not my fault. It's probably just probably bad diet and things like that. But at the end of the day, with the food that we're eating and the food that's around today, it's really hard to try to overcome that stuff all on your own. So I hope I can help people out. Before I end this, I want to give people kind of the 5 steps that I used to get and start on this process, and hopefully it will help them. I found that no one of these things by itself was good, although probably you could probably just do one of them, I guess. But all these 5 seem to work together in tandem and seem to feed off one another. So here are 5 things that I did to really help myself, and hopefully you guys can take this away and use it as at least some sort of framework to get yourself started. The first thing I did was I realized that I had to cut the carbs that I was eating, so I began on a ketogenic diet. That just cutting them from the already high levels that I was eating wasn't enough, and what I had to do was make my body fat adaptive, uh, and begin on that process. Now there's more detail that I have on how I did that and things that'll be helpful. Hopefully that'll be in one of the next few videos. But right off the bat, that's the first thing. And then what that let me do was the second thing, which was eat less. Um, I began with I wasn't allowed to eat after 8 o'clock. Then I evolved into I couldn't eat from 8 to 8. Eventually to going to longer intermittent fasting. And that was the second thing, really, is intermittent fasting. But what I realized was I could not eat all the time, and I had to set limits on myself. The third was that I checked my blood sugar constantly. I checked it before and after I did anything, before and after I ate anything, in order to give myself a better idea of what the things I was doing and how it affected my body. That was critically important. The fourth thing I found was that I had to be active. My job on a daily basis ties me to a desk, that I didn't have any really natural body movement. I could get out during the course of a day if I was working from home, and I could take less than 1,000 steps in order to get through that day. And something like that had to change. It was a conscious effort to move and be more active. I did not spending 7 days every hour in a gym, but just moving and being more active and walking and taking more of time for myself in order to get some sort of exercise in. And the last thing was I really focused on getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I worked on the getting rest for myself, which all worked hand in hand with everything else I was doing. If I was eating better, if I was eating less times throughout the day, if I was more active, and also if I had some peace of mind from checking my sugar frequently, all those things kind of helped the sleep and the rest part, which is vitally important. So I just wanted to give you those 5 things. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to drop me a line. Please like and subscribe. I hope you join me on this journey, and I'm excited for what the future holds in terms of this journey from where I am now and where I have to continue to go. So thanks, everybody.